Howdy folks, welcome back to Taheton County. It's the same day and we're going to be selling some soybeans today. It's still July 1st here, and the soybean prices, if we take a quick look here, soybeans are selling good over at GW Grain, also FS Grow Mark. And if you look at the price, probably should have caught it last month. I just wasn't paying that much attention. I was looking for July. But prices do change, so you need to check it every month. But we're still quite high. They're getting ready to tank here in August, so we need to get it sold this month. And we're gonna sell some soybeans, and I'm gonna show a little bit kind of how the sausage is made with some auto drive stuff as well. So a little bit different of an episode. Let's hop in our truck. I've got the marked sell point over there because I don't think I've been over there before. I've been over to the fairgrounds. I think it's kind of at least on the way. So we're gonna go get a load of soybeans, and then we'll drive over towards there. And we'll set up some auto drive routes so that we can automate the selling to that spot. A lot of the times I get my auto drive set up from the auto drive guy. I think his YouTube channel is called. It's either the auto drive guy or the FS auto drive guy, something like that. And he makes really nice auto drive setups for all the different maps. I don't think he's done this one yet. At least he hadn't last time I looked. So I've set up my own stuff. Now you can auto-generate from the AI, so all like the main roads, those nodes are in. We're going to fill with soybeans. This truck will hold just over 15,000 liters. And we're going to fuel this load. It's a lot of weight. I like this truck. It's set up pretty well. Oops, got in the corn a little bit. For like power and everything. The gearing, it's set up quite nicely. A lot of mods aren't, but this one feels good. Especially when you get a big load in it. You actually kind of feel like we have a little bit of physics going on. Alright, nobody's coming, so let's get swung out on the road here. We could do 35 on this road, I think. It's no problem. So I'm not going to go extensively into auto drive, but I'll show how I set it up. So that's the debug mode. We can see all the nodes, and it's a little goofy because of the FSR ghosting. Do get a little bit of ghosting with the FSR 3, but the nice smooth frame rates and good graphics I think are worth it. And I always forget this thing has terrible brakes, so I couldn't have even stopped in time there. Let's head on down the road. We can do 55 here. We're in the 55 zone. So I don't see a train coming, so we should be good. Let's hop in the cab here. It's got a nice interior. It's a really nice mod, this truck is. And it's a little quieter in the cab. But we'll have to set up our nodes from the outside. Here you can really see the ghosting on that front turn signal. Well, the frame rate's nice. A little bit of ghosting off that mirror on the side too. We were flying down the road. Should probably kick that off and start slowing down because, like I said, this does not have good brakes. Yeah, that looks like it's right next to the fairgrounds. I've already got some nodes set up so I could sell hay bales at the fairgrounds. So let's pop back outside. And I'm going to go ahead and get my debug turned on here. And then it looks like, do we pull in the same spot? Looks like we probably do. So let's pull in here and we'll go take a look. We can get our nodes set up. Hopefully no train coming. Don't want to get stuck on the tracks. Yeah, it's right over there. Okay, so we can just come off of these nodes. If you look closely at these green, you can see there's a little arrow. So green is like a one-way path, and then the blue will be a two-way path. But we'll do one way. So we're just going to left click on that. And we'll just drive over to the sell point. And we can move these nodes with the mouse, so it's not a big deal if they're not starting exactly where you want. Try to set this up so if we happen to have a trailer, it'll fall in line. And we're just going to drive right on through here. Down off the ramp. Again, we'll go wide in case we have a trailer on something. Then we'll just head back over and hook up with the already established exit. Right about there. And then turn that off. If I pull up just a hair here. Alright. Is it control? So that's pointed at that, so we can just delete that last one. Don't need that node. This one we're going to adjust a little bit, so you can right click and drag on these to adjust them, and then we'll go click, click, and it'll hook those up. We do the same thing here. Just kind of smooth these out a bit, and then click, click, and there we go. We are now hooked up to that loop. But I need to go make a waypoint to actually sell at, so we're going to go through the grass here. Now what I could also do is make some cross connects here. So middle mouse button brings up the pointer. And I'm going to go ahead and if I control click, I can place nodes down manually. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that. We'll hook into that route in case we were over there and wanted to go to the hay bale sale. It just gives us more options. We'll do the same. We're going to just come straight across here. Like that. And then we'll hook that one into there. There we go. And then I'm going to go ahead and save this route. I think it saves with your farm as well, but that's just kind of an extra save. Now I need to go back over here and make a waypoint that we can go to. And you want to make your waypoint for an unload kind of just past where the unload is, or at least on the other edge, because it will detect the unload point like as it gets here, if that makes sense. And if we have something with a trailer later, you know, it might not unload right there. So I'm going to go ahead and put the waypoint here. So you can see the little red line is pointing down at that one. And this was, what was this called? It was called GW something. GW grain. So I'm going to say GW grain sell. There we go. And then we'll test out this waypoint. And then sometimes it's nice to have a loop in case you are coming from somewhere else. So I'm just going to go ahead and manually put in a loop here. Just so the AI has options later. That will give us options right now to test as well. So let's bring this up. And I'm going to click and drag this down to shops. I have these folders where everything is organized. And we're going to go say go here. So that would drive to that. But what I want to actually do is change the mode here. Yeah, I can turn that off. I'm going to change the mode to pick up and deliver. So we're going to deliver to here, and we're going to pick up at soybean unload. And our commodity is going to be, you guessed it, soybeans. Now if I say go, it knows it's loaded, so it's going to go to the sell point. I'm going to go ahead and, you can use the scroll wheel on here, or you can mouse click. I'm going to go ahead and set my max speed up to, yeah, we'll keep it 45. Because it doesn't have any concept of speed limits, so that means we won't go too fast on the gravel road. So you can see we didn't quite make it up to the waypoint, but it detected that it was over the unload point, so it's just going to go ahead and unload here. And that is how the sausage is made. I use auto drive quite a bit just to help out. Makes things a little easier, especially if I'm doing off-camera work. Of course, you don't have to be in the vehicle. You see it's got an AI worker. Is that Jill? I'm not sure who that is. Here we go, 18,000 from that load of soybeans. And there's more where that came from. So Jill's going to head off. She's going to go get us some more beans. And I'll just double check at the load point that it's actually going to load okay. Make sure she can make the corner. You doing all right there, Jill? Yeah, she's doing just fine. So she'll head back over to the farm. Hopefully not hit any AI traffic on the way. I'll see you over at the soybean bin. I'm actually going to be hauling some beans myself, so I went ahead and grabbed this gravity wagon. I'll check and make sure I'm not going to run into Jill here. Get the old cruise control set up. She have made it over here? No, she hasn't made it over here yet, so. Let's go grab some beans while we're waiting on her. Put the old square body to work. Sounds good when it's getting wrapped up. And then we'll check corn prices. We may need to sell some corn as well. I think it was high around July as well. All right, load us up with soybeans, please. Then I'm going to actually... Yeah, I'll just drive this one myself. We'll get turned around here and we'll wait and see, make sure Jill gets down here okay. Pull this up where... Yeah, here she comes. She's coming right down the road. I could listen to that V8 all day. Doesn't let me shift into neutral for some reason. Maybe the automatic just doesn't let you do that. Okay, she should pull up there and detect the load point and then start loading with soybeans. There we go. Okay, looks like she's good. Nobody coming down the road, so we are good to go. All right, folks, we're going to be hauling beans, Jill and I. Kind of a short episode, but I just wanted to show off how that worked. And we are selling some beans behind the scenes. Next episode, I believe, will be corn harvest, unless something else comes up. So until then, thanks for watching, and take care.